Get a kiss?
Just sitting there thinking, how could she possibly let me go out on an errand like this without kissing me goodbye? Well, that's enough.
Why?
I don't know, I just have a feeling that's enough.
Are you really as brave as you look?
Oh, no question about it. Well, a little question.
Do me a favor, huh?
Yeah, sure, what?
After you've been to the park, after you've dropped off the medicine, don't stop to swing on the swings or to play on the jungle gym, okay?
Yeah, that's all the fun. In other words, what you mean is just get the hell out of there.
Mm-hmm. Just come straight back to Kevin and to me.
That's a promise. Better than that's a guarantee. I'll be back by about 8 o'clock. We'll go out for dinner tonight.
Joe should be leaving just about now. Guess
I hate to say this, but what if something should happen to Joe? What if they arrange this just so they can pull in one more hostage and put on more pressure?
they're not going to get Joe, don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
Because my men will be protecting him in the park.
I thought you promised not to leave any of your men around.
Well, I told Joe that, but we couldn't do it.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You're putting Jim in more danger if you don't follow their written instructions. Listen. Why don't you let Joe just deliver the package of medicine, and let it go at that?
Honey.
Let it go at that.
Listen, up to now, we haven't had one clue. This may be our last chance to catch these people.
Dear Lord, two people that I love very much are being held by people who know nothing of your love. People ruled by hate. My husband is very ill and desperately needs medication. Please do what you can to see that he gets it. Help Joe Rileys bring it to him. And then, please, God, bring him back home safely.
Gun. You're coming with me.
My God, how could I have forgotten?
But you didn't forget. You were dreaming about him.
Yeah, I was. Brian's birthday. How are you?
Okay. You know something, I was sitting here thinking while you were sleeping about my son and the 12 years we could have together. And I know that there's nothing that can bring him back. Not tears, not prayers, or reliving the past. Brian is gone. And I should concern myself with the living. The living who need me.
All right. At least I will be very soon.
And you'll recover a lot sooner if you'll just do as you were told and rest.
God, if it were physically possible, I would be out of this bed and turning myself over to Harmer and Cantrell. I don't see why people don't understand that if anything happens to Jim and Jenny, my life isn't worth a damn anyway.
Oh, please, just take it easy, huh?
Why do people keep treating me like an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I know very well what you're talking about. That you would feel responsible if your friends were killed. And you of all people should know that I would understand that. Because that's exactly how I felt about Brian's death.
I didn't know if you were around or not.
Why? Any problems down there?
No. Think about Brian. I thought you'd forgotten.
Sam, you don't forget. It's just that sometimes you can bury your feelings a little bit, that's all.
Why are they back now?
Well, today he would have been 13 years old. Today he would have been outside playing baseball with his friends. And we would have had a huge birthday party for him because, well, he would have been a teenager. It's a big event in a boy's life.
Come on, stop. You know what you're doing to yourself?
No, Sam, that's a good question. And I guess the answer is... I'm just feeling sorry for myself.
Why did you like Brian so much?
Oh, he was a great kid. He was easy to like.
But, I don't know, there's something more than that. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, you didn't spend that much time with him.
No, I didn't. And I'm going to regret that the day I die.
Was it just that you loved Pat? And since Brian was Pat's son, you loved him too?
It wasn't just Pat's son. He was our son. Pat's and mine.
Yes, about 5 minutes ago. That's why I'm calling. So I want you to stop worrying. Jim is going to be all right.
Oh, I hope so.
We'll call you when Joe gets back then, shall we?
Oh, I would appreciate that, Viki. Thank you.
Okay, fine. In the meantime, try and relax till you hear from us.
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye. Come in.
Hi, Viki.
Richard. Hello, how are you?
Fine. Well, you know me. I bounce back from everything.
If you're looking for Joe, he's gone out for a while.
Oh, what time do you expect him back?
About an hour.
You gonna wait here for him?
Mm-hmm. You want to leave a message?
No, I'd like to wait with you. I know where he is. That's why I came over.
Oh, well, in that case, good. I don't think I could have admitted an hour's worth of polite conversation just now, Richard, and I'm not exactly sure how public his little trip is supposed to be.
Well, the fewer people who know, the better. We don't want anybody messing us up.
That's right.
You okay, Viki?
No, not at all. I don't know why I'm smiling. I don't feel like it.
Well, it's only natural you'd be a little nervous.
I don't have to be nervous at all.
Right, no reason to be.
Well, thank you for coming by and keeping me company.
Yeah. Well, you know, you and Mr. Reilly are my favorite couple.
We are?
You made me realize that it's possible to be married and happy.
Oh, Richard, are we the only happily married couple you know?
Well, one of the few. Good marriages today are rare. And you and Mr. Reilly sort of inspired me to ask, what's her name, to marry me. I figured we could be as happy as you two are. Best laid plans of mice and men.
Oh, Richard.
Oh, look. That was then. This is now. A whole new ball game.
You don't have to pretend about Becky for my benefit.
Well, I'm not pretending. I'm okay. I'm going to be just fine. Everything will work out for the best somehow. Oh, what time have you got there?
7:15.
Good. Only 45 minutes to go.
It's going to be a long 45 minutes.
Medicine really hasn't done you any good, has it? Do you mean you're Brian's father?
His real father.
But I don't understand. I mean, what about Paul Kendall?
He's a stepfather. Substitute.
I used to see Brian and Paul at the health club. Brian thought Paul was his real father, right? Yeah, they were very close.
Yeah, they were so close that when Kendall came back, there was no room for me anymore.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, so am I.
Well, tell me, I mean, why didn't you marry Pat? I don't understand. How did Paul Kendall get in the picture at all?
Sam, do you remember a while back you and I were talking and you said that you wished that you knew me when I was your age? And I told you that I didn't think that you liked me very much.
Vaguely.
Well, the point is that when I was your age, I wouldn't let anything or anybody tie me down. I guess there's a little bit of arrogance and wanderlust and probably a lot of downright stupidity. And I fell in love with Pat. But I told her right from the start that I wasn't about to get married.
Even when she got pregnant?
I didn't know she was pregnant. And she probably didn't tell me because she didn't want to force me into marrying her.
Wow. That's incredible. I don't think I could ever be that self-sacrificing.
Well, that's Pat. love all over again. She told me about Brian. How she'd married Kendall and they'd raised him as if he was his son. And I guess I changed because I wanted to marry her, and we were just going to wait till the right time to tell Brian the truth.
And then Paul came back, and Brian was killed, never knowing. Oh, Tony.
You know, a year ago, I was sure that Brian and Pat and I were going to celebrate his 13th birthday together, like a family, a real family. And now, just a year later, there's no birthday party. There's no Brian. Not even Pat anymore.
Well, I don't know what to say. Except to apologize for all the stupid things that I have said. I mean, I must have made you feel just really bad, huh? I didn't know. I mean...
Hey, it's all right, Sam. Now you do know. So what?
What do you mean?
Who cares? It's just a lot of useless information. I mean, a month ago, the most important thing in the world for me was for Brian to know the truth. Now it doesn't mean a damn thing. But was I crazy to think that it was so important?
You know? So, all you gotta do, sit right here, have a drink, I'll call parents, set the whole thing up.
Ooh, that's so fast. So you sure this is worth $100 to me?
Hey, look, buddy, I haven't got any complaints yet, believe me.
There's really no reason why I should, you know?
Hey, I wouldn't lie to you. You're bigger than I am. And now, as a professional hockey player, I realize that lying to you could get me physically impaired.
Smart guy. Little, but smart.
Yeah. You know, I don't want to get knocked around like a hockey puck. Besides, I know if I do right by you, you're going to tell all your friends, right?
True.
Then we're exotic? It's all set up? Hey. I'll make an unconditional money-back guarantee.
Now we're exotic.
Yeah, I knew we'd settle this. I'll be right back. Hi, Kitty.
Marco, I can't talk to you now.
Hey, don't hang up on me. I want you to meet me at the Galaxy Motel Bar, 9 o'clock sharp.
Marco, will you please give me a break? You know that I'm very upset about Jenny. Please, now just leave me alone for just now.
Yeah, I know, but...
Marco, please. Now Larry's going to be home any minute. I don't know how you expect me to handle this.
Look, I don't care how you do it, but get out of the house for this guy.
What is so important about this guy?
Because he's not going to be around long, and you stood us up the last time. Remember? How lenient am I supposed to be?
I'm not going out of the house. I am not leaving the house tonight.
Fine. Then we'll just show up at your place, 9 o'clock sharp. You can use your bed. Larry won't mind, right? Karen? Karen, hey!
What did you say the name of the place was?
The Galaxy Motel Bar.
The Galaxy Motel Bar. I'll be there.
All right. Yeah? That's right. You know how these women are about sports figures. Hey, Brad.
What's up, kid?
Okay. Be right back. Yeah.
So, what do you got? Did you find anything out?
Look, Brad, it's not that simple, you know?
Fuccello, come on. You mean you haven't got anything? You have no information, no leads, nothing?
I've made contact.
With Cantrell and Harvard?
No, of course not. With the underground, with people who know how to contact them.
Well, what the hell are you doing in here then? Why aren't you out there talking to them?
Look, I told you before, it's not that simple. They just don't hand out information to everybody they meet.
All right, now you listen to me, Mark. I'm telling you this. I want to get Jenny out of there, and I want to get her out of there tonight.
Now take it easy, Brad. I haven't got Jenny.
But you were supposed to find her for me.
What are you, bananas? You gave me the money yesterday. You expect me to do what the cops, FBI, Superman aren't able to do?
Is this what I'm going to get for my money then? A lot of excuses? To tell the truth, I don't think you've done a damn thing.
Brad, don't call me a liar. I'm doing everything I can. These things take time, man.
Marco, don't you understand that the one thing we haven't got is time? Never mind. Just give me my money back, all right? I'll go find somebody else.
Whoa. Here.
What the hell is that?
It's a name and phone number.
Funny?
Well, she wouldn't tell me anything, but maybe with the famous Vernon wit and charm, you can get something out of her. Well, now, where were we?
Viki said Joe should be back by 8, and they call us right away. And then what? What do you mean? And then what happens? Dad and Jenny are still being held hostage. As far as we know, the police haven't gotten any closer to finding them. I don't know. I just know that I have to hang on to the thought of Jim getting the medication. At least he's still alive. And that medication... What were you going to say? Nothing. No, Kathy. What is it? And that medication is only going to work temporarily. What if they escape? What? Yes, what if they escape? They could do it. They've probably been taken to an apartment or to a house. So there's probably a telephone. Unless it's been torn out of the wall. But if it's a house, they've got windows and they've got more than one door. Even if they couldn't get out, they could somehow find a way to get a message to us. Dorothy, darling, you have a wonderful imagination and you're great for writing novels and if you want to dream up an escape, you do it. I just want to think about Jim getting the medication, Jenny looking after him, and the police about to close in. Joe. Yes. No, I'm sorry, I can't. No, I have no comment. Please don't bother me anymore. A reporter from the Chronicle, they want to come over and interview me. They want to know how I feel with my husband being held hostage. How the hell do they think she feels? Jim, she's back. I've got 2 presents for you. This, the medicine, and this.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Joe and I are going out to dinner when he gets back. Would you care to join us?
Yes, I like that.
Good, good.
Oh, well, maybe you better check with Mr. Riley first. I know I make him a little nervous sometimes, and after this mission, he may prefer quieter company than I can provide.
Well, I've got 8 o'clock on the dot. What do you have?
I don't know. I left my watch at home this morning.
Oh, I'll call Tom and see if I'm correct.
No, don't bother. Your watch couldn't be more than 1 or 2 minutes off anyway.
I won't call. I'll just worry.
Oh, come on. Oh, Mr. Riley's going to come bounding through that door any minute now, give you a big hug and a kiss, make some wisecrack about me, then we're all going to go to dinner and live happily ever after.
Oh, yeah, sure, Richard. I know you're right. After we got Kevin back, I thought that everything would be just fine. But even now, at the slightest sign that something's wrong, I get this feeling of impending disaster. Joe's just gone to drop off some medicine. But because there's the slightest possibility of danger, I've blown it all out of proportion. I really have to stop that. He'll be back here any time, and he'll be fine.
It just doesn't make any sense, Ed.
Maybe it does make sense, Benny, and we just don't know it.
Huh?
Another kind of sense. One, nobody let us in on it.
Do you think Joe was lying to us?
No. But if Joe didn't show up at the contact point, and neither did the terrorists, then it must have been that the plans were changed.
But you told Joe that we weren't going to stake out the place, even though we did. I mean, so he'd have no reason, not to tell us if the drop-off point was changed, right?
Right, except that maybe Joe didn't believe me. We had a big discussion about it. I told him I wouldn't stake it out, but he must have known better.
Look, Joe's got a temper, but I mean, he's not the kind of guy, to do something. He wouldn't play the hero. I think if the place was changed, simply for his own protection, he would have told us, so we'd be at least in the vicinity in case anything happened.
Well, maybe. But who knows what kind of threats Cantrell and Harmer laid on him. He was pretty shook up when they told him this afternoon they were going to let Jim die, kill Jenny.
Hey, look, just don't say it, huh? Just don't say it.
Benny, I know how emotional all this must be for you. For that reason, I really don't think you ought to be on this case.
I'm all right, all right? I'm a cop, I'm a professional, I know things like that happen with terrorists like this. Maybe we're going to call Viki. Now, maybe Joe called her and said...
I'm afraid to think this.
What? What if the terrorists didn't pick up the medicine because Jim's already dead?
Yeah, well, that doesn't explain why Joe didn't show up. No, Vinny, no. Either the plans were changed or...
Or what?
No, I'm not going to think about that right now. I'm going to call our man at the banner, see if Joe came back, okay? Why don't you take that? Come on. That's the stuff.
Yeah, is it the heart condition that makes him so groggy, or just a medication?
Making us take sedatives. I've managed to palm most of mine.
Looks like the only way out of here is through that door. The other side of that, we have little Miss Charm armed to the teeth.
Well, we tried to get out. We got that gun from Herman once, but we just can't get past her.
in and do the trick?
I think it's too late. I think it's just a matter of time before he has a coronary.
We can't stand around here and let it happen, can we? Bonnie? Hey, Hunter! Get in here, right this minute.
Right. You got something to say to me? Why not?
Nothing to say. This isn't enough.
Don't like our accommodations here, huh? All I kept hearing was about how he needed medicine.
Carla, be serious with you. I'm talking about the medication. It's not going to be enough.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's all I heard, and so we got it. And now you're telling me it's not enough. Look, he needs that operation. He needs it badly. I'm sorry, but we don't happen to have a heart surgeon around.
Just listen to me, will you, please?
All right. Go ahead. Waste your breath if you want to.
Bonnie, now you have me. Why don't you let Dr. Craig and Mrs. Vernon go? You can still use me to negotiate.
What negotiations? Nobody's negotiated anything. Where's Paul Kendall? If you'd wanted to negotiate, you would have brought him with you.
Yeah, well, Bonnie, can we leave Kendall out of for just a moment here now? Bonnie, I really have to tell you that as a newspaper man, if you let this man die, the public outrage will be more than you can imagine.
Am I supposed to care about that? Look, you care about your organization, don't you? You want people to think, to be on your side. We don't have much of an organization left. We've been killed off. Mostly due to Paul Kendall.
Well, you know, Bonnie, if you let a man like Dr. Craig die here, a man as respected as he is loved. Well, I mean, if you have any respect for your organization, you want anyone else to respect it, well, I'm afraid that you're so more harmed.
They would think that you were just hoodlums, that you were just murderers. You want to talk about murder? Well, what about Arnie? He was shot down like a dog. And what about Paula and Sid? There were 6 of them.
I know, your friends that were lost in the fire.
Yeah. That fire was supposed to kill Kendall. He was behind all those deaths. Look, that is still no reason to let Dr. Craig die. I don't understand you people. My friends die, and hey, that's all right. Your friends die, and it's all wrong.
No, Bonnie, your friends died in a dispute with the United States government, isn't that right? I mean, it's the government that's your enemy.
They're the enemy of all of us. Only most of you are so brainwashed you can't see it. There's only a few of us who have the vision and the intelligence to understand that.
Well, you know, you're absolutely right, Bonnie. We don't really understand it. The point I'm trying to make is, well, Dr. Craig there and Mrs. Vernon, even myself, I mean, Bonnie, we're not the government. We're not your enemy.
If you're not with us, then you're against us. We found out the hard way that it's that simple. Honey, nothing is that simple.
You know, you're absolutely right, Bonnie. We really don't have the vision, you know. That's true. But, you know, most of us in our own little way try to do things to make things better for people in this world. Dr. Craig spent his entire life trying to make things better for people.
Rich people. People who can pay.
Bonnie, not only rich people. What, Dr. Craig helped set up a free clinic. A free clinic, Bonnie. Mrs. Vernon works at that free clinic. Dr. Craig also runs a hospital for anybody.
Where's Kendall? In that hospital? Therefore, the hospital and the man who
runs it is our enemy. That's simple.
Bonnie, all I can say is you really should think about the outrage people are gonna feel if you let Dr. Craig die here. I mean, that could do your cause far more damage than good.
Right now, our main cause is Paul Kendall's death. You, gentlemen of the press, you make a lot out of terrorist inhumanity. You're trying to pin me with it right now. Well, what about Kendall's inhumanity? He was responsible for the deaths of 6 people. You call that heroism, don't you? The double agent, all-American hero.
All I can say, I mean, hey, truly, Bonnie, for your own good, you really should let these people go.
No! The authorities obviously think we're bluffing. They have to realize how deadly serious we are. And the only way they're going to find that out is when your friend here dies. And we send them the body.
Kathy, we can't ignore this anymore. It's way after 8 o'clock.
I know.
And why haven't we heard from Joe?
Well, maybe he's not back yet.
And what about Vince? He was at the stakeout. He would have let us know if the medication had been picked up.
And then maybe they followed, but maybe they caught them. They could be bringing Dad home right now.
Kathy, you don't really believe that, do you?
We have not been told any bad news, so there's no reason why we should think anything went wrong.
I had this awful sense that something did go wrong.
Well,
Not any better.
how long?
I don't know, Joe. It could be a few hours. It could be a few minutes. I've never felt so helpless in my life.
Yeah, I know. Herman must be there. They're arguing. I can't hear anything.
Can you hear anything?
I just don't know what they're talking about.
So what do you think? Should we have another one here, or should we head on over to the Galaxy, be there when Karen shows up?
Sounds like a good idea. These drinks on you?
Of course. Put on my tab, Chaz, all right?
Right, Marco.
All right. Did I tell you that the $100 was in advance, didn't I?
No, you failed to mention that. Are they credit cards?
That's funny. See, I like to take care of this stuff so I don't have to bother Karen's head about it, you know? So you give me the money up front and we're all taken care of, huh?
And if I give you the money, you give it back to me as guaranteed, just where do I find you?
Hey, I'll be right here at the bar waiting for you. Don't worry about
It's
it.
hard to trust someone who keeps saying, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's the problem in this life. There's just no trust left anymore. You know what I mean, buddy? Let's go. Lee, I forgot all about you. You been talking to Sonny?
What's going on? I called that number 25 times. I didn't get any answer.
Well, then I guess she's not home.
Well, then what am I supposed to do?
Check your horoscope.
Look, Marco.
Look, our business is taken care of, all right?
Marco, I gave you $100.
And I gave you a $100 phone number.
Look, we're sort of in a hurry here.
Look, Marco, that number better be real.
Charley. Sure, Red.
Rich, are these 40 minutes late?
Yeah, I know.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, something is wrong.
He knew that I was expecting him at 8 o'clock. He would have called if he'd been able to, no matter where he was.
Yeah.
And Anna, he knows how anxious she is that Jim should get his medication. They've done something to him.
Hey, not so fast, Anna. You calm down. Relax. Look, I'll go out and check with that plainclothes guy and see what he knows. He should know something or be able to find out something for us.
Thank you.
Hi, still awake?
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Well, I'll tell you something. I just ran into Carla, and I think I have some news for you that might make you feel better.
What's that?
Well, you don't have to worry about Jim so much anymore because Cantrell and Harmer have arranged for Joe to drop off his medication. So it seems that they've given in. I guess they just didn't want him dying, huh?
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, it's all over with now, and Joe should be home.
My God, I'm glad to hear that. I wonder why they changed their minds.
Oh, listen, who cares? The point is they did it, and that's all that matters.
Well, maybe I can sleep now, except that... Well, I guess I shouldn't question it or try to analyze it. Jim's got his medication, and he's going to be okay, and that is all that matters.
I'm just feeling a little on edge, and I thought that I'd just go over and spend some time with Wendy, or maybe go see Anna, keep her company. And I sent Danny over to Jimmy Clark's. All right, honey, I'll try to be home before midnight. Yes, sir. I love you too. All right, honey. Bye-bye.
Transferred into a strange, unreal antimatter world, where he is confronted by an exact counterpart image of himself.
I've gone to a lot of trouble to get you here, and I need you for my plans. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't kill you in a split second if you got in my way. Stay until you're finished, understand? Take it easy, will you? I'll take it easy when we're off this planet. Now get back to work. You'll never get me with that chain!
Next week, Antimatter Man on Lost in Space, here on this channel.